When I married Laura, I believed nothing could ever come between us. We had met during college, endured the struggles of long-distance jobs, and made a promise that no matter how hectic life became, we would always protect what we had. For years, she was my anchor, my motivation to work harder, my proof that love was real. But everything began to shift after her promotion. Suddenly, a new name slipped into our conversations far too often. Eric. He was her coworker, someone she insisted was nothing more than a friend. At first, I trusted her, I wanted to. But then came the late-night texts, the way she shared his jokes at dinner, the countless times she described how much he made her work easier. I tried to silence the growing unease inside me, but every little moment added weight. Her phone lighting up with his messages while we watched movies, the soft look in her eyes when she spoke about him, an expression she no longer gave me. I told myself I was overthinking, that maybe I was being insecure. Deep down, though, I knew. The moment of truth arrived on a Saturday morning. I suggested a weekend trip, just the two of us, hoping to reconnect. Her reply was hesitant, almost as if she had rehearsed it. Actually, she said, avoiding my gaze, Eric and I are going to a conference. We thought it would be good to travel together. Her words hit like a blast of cold air. I stared at her, waiting for her to laugh, to tell me it was a joke, but she didn't. Instead, she calmly packed her bag while my stomach knotted tighter with every passing second. That evening, before she left, I asked one last question. Laura, are you choosing him over me? She froze, her back still turned, then whispered, I don't know. He understands me in ways you don't anymore. It felt like the air had vanished from the room. The woman I had built my world around was admitting she found something in another man that she no longer found in me. My chest ached, but I forced myself to stay composed. When she finally turned, I met her eyes and spoke words I never imagined I would say. Then you've already made your choice. And so have I. Go to him, Laura. But understand this, you don't get to come back. Her face collapsed in shock. She hadn't expected the firmness in my voice. With trembling hands, she reached toward me. Wait, don't say that. I just need time to figure things out. But I shook my head. No. You had time. You had a husband who loved you, who gave you everything. Instead of fighting for us, you gave your heart to someone else. That's not confusion, Laura. That's betrayal. She tried to speak, but the silence that settled between us drowned out her words. That night, she walked out, suitcase in hand, shoulders slumped beneath the weight of her choices. I sat alone in the living room, staring at the door she had closed behind her, memories flooding in. Our laughter, our promises, the quiet nights holding each other close. All of it now felt like ashes slipping through my fingers. Days later, she returned, tear-streaked, broken. She admitted Eric wasn't what she had imagined, that the bond she thought existed was nothing but a mirage. She begged for forgiveness, pleaded for another chance. But something inside me had shifted. Looking into her eyes, I said, You taught me something, Laura. Love can survive distance, stress, even mistakes. But it cannot survive being treated as a second choice. I deserve better. I deserve someone who chooses me every single day, without hesitation. Her sobs filled the room, but for the first time in weeks, I felt an unexpected calm. Yes, my heart was shattered, but it was also free. Sometimes the most life-changing words aren't screamed in anger, but spoken quietly, with finality. And those words, go to him, but don't come back, became the line that closed one chapter of my life and opened another. Because love, at its core, is about choice. And for once, I finally chose myself.